What's up, everybody? First, I want to say thank you to all the new members that joined the site. Thank you for joining us. Hope you like the site, and if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to hit up any of the admins or anybody on the site because they can probably answer the questions for you. We basically try to create a family environment on the site where everybody talks to each other and for the most part, gets along. So thank you for joining. Now, I had something I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk specifically about the sister that was killed in Baltimore. I've seen a lot of memes about people saying that she was crazy, or at least white people say that she's crazy and she was out of her mind and all of this and that because she was standing up for her rights. You get to a point where you get tired of being pushed to the wall. Even a dog, big dog, little dog, don't matter. You push that dog to a corner too long, too many times, and it thinks that it's threatened, it will snap at you. That's just survival mode. Now, this woman was obviously bothered quite a number of times by the police in um, regards to traffic tickets, traffic infractions. This is ridiculous. This is the way that the law enforcement community makes money for the city, and it's usually, the money is usually made on the backs of blacks. I was watching a video. It was obviously dated a few years, but it's a town in Texas where, if you go through this town and you're black, blackish, you're most likely going to get a ticket, and the person that was actually giving these tickets was a black policeman. And not only was he giving tickets, he was taking people's money. One person had $8,000 taken from him. Another person had $6,500 taken from him. The family had money taken from them while they were going to buy a car. Another man had money taken from him. So, I mean, this is a money grab situation. The government does not care because obviously we go back to the Dred Scott versus Ferguson situation where Justice Taney said that blacks have no rights that whites are bound to respect. Now, you could take that for what it is, but I don't believe that that ruling or that opinion has ever been talked down or overturned because of the totality of the uh, uh, situations that black people have been going through in this country, not from the day that we got here up to today. Now, this sister here was actually speaking, uh, you know, he was basically speaking about, and feeling some type of way about the way that she was treated. I mean, you only get so many times to slap somebody before they decide to start lashing out at you. I mean, even Martin Luther King, and he probably lashed out somewhere with somebody, be it inner circle or outer circle. But this sister here just had enough. So, I mean, she taught her kids basically. She taught her children. Now, in my opinion, just from watching the videos, the last video, she said, "Who's coming here? Uh, the police. What are they here for? They're here to kill us." I mean, for the most part, police do not do not police us. They watch us. They bully us. They harass us. Now they say that there are some good cops out there. There might be some good cops out there. Might be some decent cops. But there's no such thing as a good cop because as long as you are on the police force and you cover up for the bad cops, that makes you just as bad. If I'm in the car with somebody that has drugs on them, I'm going to jail too because I'm an accessory uh, to possible crime. They're going to charge me the same way they charge them. Why? Because I'm with them. I supposedly have a knowledge of what they are doing. If I'm a policeman and my partner is out here robbing drug dealers and taking the drugs and giving them to other drug dealers and stuff to sell because he can make money, and I know this, and I'm not saying anything about it, guess what? I'm just as guilty as he is or she is. So, I mean, there's no such thing as a good cop unless they are actually policing, which means that they are actually, you know, turning in these bad cops. Now you can say, oh well, they work. You got to work for the snitch squad or the internal affairs. Well, hell, if the internal affairs are the people who are supposed to be watching out for the bad cops, then hell, they the good cops. Now, obviously, they have some dirt on them too, but I'm just saying. You get my point. A lot of black people do not have the mental capacity or mental fortitude to actually want to be free. We have been conditioned to just accept bad behavior. Now, I keep going back to this over and over again in these videos because I'm trying to drive something home. And if you repeat it, then people will start to listen. Black people on Facebook, you have conditioned yourself for bad behavior. You like bad behavior. Black people on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Instagram, all of these sites. You have conditioned yourself to accept bad behavior. You run to it. You want it. You got to have it. There's no reason for you to be doing this, but you like it. You're like a battered woman that refuses to leave her husband because, maybe he'll change. Facebook is not going to change. They're not going to change their bad behavior. They're going to keep on doing what they're doing because they do not care about you. Once again, go back to Dred Scott versus Ferguson, and you will see black people have no rights that white people are bound to respect. Who owns Facebook? A white man. Who customers Facebook? Everybody, but specifically who gets banned and blocked and suspended and everything? Black people. Now, let's go back to this sister situation. She got tired of dealing with their bullshit, and she said, you know what? Enough is enough. You put your hands on me, you better just kill me, because I'm going to hit you. I'm going to fight you. It's going to be a battle. Now, I might lose, but hell, I ain't going down without a fight. Now, I'm not saying anybody should sacrifice their life, but I mean, hell, sometimes you can only take so much. Now, I'm not advocating violence against anybody. I'm just saying that self-preservation is the law of the nation. There are enough of us black people where we can control the situation a little better than we control it. Now, I was watching a movie yesterday, and they were talking about how we know how bad white people are, but that we should not provoke them. We should be doing something else other than provoking them. How the hell can we not provoke them? Brother Castillo was in the car minding their own business. They came from the grocery store getting groceries. They get pulled over for a supposed busted tail light that was not busted or out. And he tells the policeman that he has an open carry permit and a pistol on him, and he shoots him when he tells him to go ahead and pull it out. How is that provoking the police? Alton Sterling was just standing there selling CDs, minding his own business as he does or did quite frequently, and the police decided to murder him. How was he provoking them? How was Eric Garner provoking the police when he was just standing there? He said, I'm minding my own business. Why are y'all bothering me? I'm not doing nothing to nobody. And they choked him to death. The list goes on and on. Black people are not provoking these people. They just have an open license to kill black people, and the president is giving them more and more freedoms because he refuses to get the Justice Department to do anything about it. Oh, well, it's sad to do brothers are killed, but he should not be killing police. Really? You act like police are something special. This is a job. This is a civil service job. The same test that are similar application you fill out to be a dog catcher or a trash man or a secretary for the city, you fill out for the police department. They don't fill out no separate special paperwork. They go to the academy for 3 months. 3 months to learn how to kill somebody, but you got to go to beauty school for what, 2 years? To learn how to use chemicals to put on somebody's damn head because you supposedly can make them sick? Well, what's sicker than death? I guess nothing. I guess, using some perm on somebody's head is worse than having a gun that can kill somebody. So that's why police go to the academy for 3 months. Meanwhile, if you want to be a lawyer, you got to go to school for 8 years. Because you got to get your bachelor's degree. At least you have to get your bachelor's degree. Now, I say 8 years, but 6 to 8 years, because you can have an associate's degree and go to law school. But you still had to go to college in order to get to law school. But you still got to go to law school at least 4 years. But be that as it may, this sister was murdered for traffic violations, supposedly serving a warrant for traffic violations or whatever, something minor. She didn't kill anybody. That's my point. She wasn't a major drug trafficker. She wasn't trafficking. She wasn't doing human trafficking. It was something simple and stupid. A bench warrant for nothing. There just was a case last week of a sister that was brought to court, to open court, with no pants on. The judge looked at this woman and said, "Where are your pants?" And her lawyer said, "They sent her here with no pants on." So as the situation goes on, the woman says, "No women in this jail had pants. Oh, and by the way, Your Honor, we didn't get any feminine hygiene products either." Now, this was a woman sitting on the bench, and she grabbed her cell phone and called the jail and read them their rights about what the hell is going on. But this woman was degraded by bringing her to court with no pants on, and probably smelled to high hell because they wouldn't give them any soap or water or anything to wash either. But let's go back again to Dred Scott versus Ferguson. I keep driving that point in frequent videos because obviously black people have been under the assumption that we are citizens of the United States, and we are not. Emancipation means the exchange of ownership from one party to another. We were emancipated. We were not freed. Even the 16th Amendment that freed us has a caveat behind it. All persons in the United States are free from servitude, except in slavery or in jail, when you go to jail. So that basically means that they're trying to get you to jail as fast as possible to put you back in the condition that they were accustomed to you being in. So what can we do about this? Well, I mean, there's really not too much that we can do because obviously, as we've seen, if you are a criminal, you're going to die. If you are a quote unquote law-abiding citizen, you're going to die. If you are a child, you're going to die in Tamir Rice's case. And if you are a child running away from people shooting at your mother, you will get shot also. And of course, the cop that shot the little boy is not going to have anything done to him, but he's going to get death duty. And then they're going to find, the police are going to investigate themselves and find that it was in policy, it was a good shoot. And Negroes are going to sit there and be outraged for a minute, but then they're going to be talking about the presidential elections again, and then nothing's going to happen. So basically what I'm saying to you is we're going to have to do some work. We need to check up from the neck up. So let's get this done. Till next time, it's our time now.